name is Emily Lair. I am 30 years old. I am 37 weeks pregnant, or about 8.5 months. It is 7 a.m. and I am getting ready to go to my house defense shift to support Alicia in her challenge to the eviction that she received.
There's a bunch of folks that are involved, the housing justice work. So, you know, young, old, women, men, women, children, people of color, different backgrounds, different classes.
Well, I'm Navi, and I've been living here for 7 years. It's been a struggle, but you know, you're trying to buy something, so you feel good about that. I work with Occupy Northeast, so we're trying to keep people in their homes. You know, I've taken shifts over there at Alicia's house and set up and on the computer and did some reading and stuff like that, and I feel like I'm contributing.
By doing what we're doing, we're trying to create a movement here and trying to raise consciousness, because a lot of folks are conscious of what's going on. I'm facilitating shifts along with the JAMU. I'm unemployed, I don't have a job. I'm pretty much, you know, just doing the work because I believe it's positive and it just keeps me going.
I often do either the 8 to 1 or the 1 to 6 on Saturday or Sunday. I use the time actually to do homework because I'm a full-time student. In addition to a full-time worker, I am available during the entire shift to make a phone call to the mobilization number so that we can send out a rapid response and mobilize the community to come and stand down the police if they do come and knock on the door.
Kame, it's 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Yep, she's woke. For the first probably year, we didn't even live up in this part. We lived in the basement while I did the upstairs part of it. So that's my granddaughter's bedroom right there. And that's the main bedroom over here. The guy that I bought it from, he was actually going to be going into foreclosure, so I had to buy the house as is. So I actually ran my credit in the ground just trying to get the house to be livable. I have to make a decision whether I'm going to try to stay in here and get some renters or do a short sale. Anything could happen. I mean, it's not like you got a big savings account and you're just, you know, coasting along. You're always struggling to pay the mortgage. I'm gonna take her to school this morning. Yeah.
I didn't know she was up.
Yeah, she's up. Yeah, that's my son, DeAndre. When my son was less than a year old, I was riding on the bus over there on Mississippi, number 4 bus, and the bus got shut up. Now, I was living pretty good. I thought I was doing all right. I had a son, was married and all that kind of stuff. But it affected me. Whatever affects the community in your neighborhood, it affects you whether you think you're part of it or not. So I see it as, I don't see a lot of choice in this. You know, and I tell people that when I get a chance to talk, that if I could do something different, I would. You know, I'd rather be doing some art and some poetry. I don't want to do this, but I think we have to. We have to draw the line somewhere, and I think this is a good enough place. I mean, basic stuff. You need a home to live in.
My child will be named Ryer Christian. It's a family name. It means home army or nest warrior. I want my child to be autonomous and to make his own decisions, but I do hope to model the struggle for justice in our world.
Being 63 years old, you know, I'm really concerned about being around for my granddaughter to be here. So if there's things that I can do, I do. So I try to exercise. I usually walk, and I guess I'm healthy. You ready? Okay.
I have not been directly impacted by the foreclosure crisis. I was laid off at the height of the recession, and I was unemployed for a long time, and we did grow up with a single parent and a single mother who was served an eviction notice at one point, so there was a little bit of housing instability in my childhood. I just consider myself an ally.
You have practice today?
Cool.
Okay. You have a good day.
You too, Grandpa.
All right. You know, there's a commitment. There's actually an obligation for people to make life better. You know, not just for yourself, but for other people. That's how I see it. And if you have the time and you understand that something has to be done, then find people that are working on something and get involved.
So there's always a shift that needs to be filled with leashes. You know, it's a constant need. So it's just an easy space for me to participate in.
When folks get to Alicia's, I just, you know, tell them about the dispatch number we have, in which you call that number in case the police come. We also let them know the legal number in case, you know, they happen to be arrested. You know, these are the house shifts here, the paper house shifts. We have a Google Doc as well. There's no water there right now, so there is a porta potty key, so people use that if they need to use the restroom.
Housing is such a fundamental human right that I feel like it's a really important place for us to push back against the system. I also feel like it's one of the places where we are treated most unfairly by the powers that be.
We have to speak up. You know, we have to organize. We have to educate people. It's not like we're trying to do something that's selfish. You know, because if we don't do something, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. We've seen that if you don't stand up for something, you're going to fall for the worst that they can bring you.